Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you and tell you how to make a zipper open and close smoother. This will be an easy tutorial, so let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, I have this zipper, and I'm going to show you or tell you about 4 ways to make it open and close more smoothly. The first thing that you can do is rub on the teeth of the zipper, and by the teeth I mean these little things right here. Rub on the teeth of the zipper with something that will act as a smoothener or lubricant. Some examples are candle wax. You can use candle wax. Crayon wax, so if you have an old crayon and you don't mind the coloration, you can rub it with the crayon, okay? Or even chapstick. Like if you have an old thing of chapstick that, you know, maybe it's a couple years old and you're not going to use it on your lips, instead of throwing it out, you can rub it on the zipper and it'll make it open and close more smoothly. So use one of those 3 things, or you can look up other things to use and just rub it along the teeth. You can go and rub it along the teeth when they're closed. You can open it up and rub it along the teeth when they're open, and it'll just, you know, work it in, obviously, like open and close the zipper where you rub the wax or the chapstick or whatever it is on there, and it'll open and close much more smoothly. And you will have to do this every once in a while because it will wear out and it will wear off. So obviously it's not like a one-time thing. You're gonna have to do it maybe once every season if it's a winter jacket we're talking about, or once every 3, 4, 5 months if it's you know, something like I don't know, a purse zipper, right? You know, depending on how often you use it, you are gonna have to do this, you know, somewhat often. It's gonna be part of a regular maintenance of that zipper, okay? The second thing that you can do is look for bent teeth and bend them back in. So sometimes the teeth of the zipper are bent and there might be a spot where you're like, oh, every time it goes over this spot, it slows down, and it's always, you know, really have to be forceful to open it or close it. Look on that spot for any bent teeth. If a tooth on the zipper is bent, you can bend it back, okay? You can use a small, very small pair of needle nose pliers is very useful for doing that, or any tool really that you can get a grip of it and bend it back. Sometimes the teeth are bent a little bit to one side or the other, or sometimes they're bent a little bit up or down in this orientation. So they're bent either away from or into the other zipper teeth, or to one side or the other. You want to bend them back so they're all uniform. As you can see right here, literally if you look at this, they all look uniform. You want them to look like that. It might take some trial and error, but trust me, I've bent zippers back before, and I'm not a very delicate person, but I still did it perfectly, and it fixed the zipper problem. So if it is hard to open or close over one spot, or slows down, or it's not smooth, you can bend the teeth back if you see any bent teeth. Don't just start bending the teeth, but if you see any bent zipper teeth, then bend them back, okay? The third thing that you can do is honestly open and close it many times in a row. Sometimes the teeth just need to be worked in. So you can literally just like open and close. Like if I was having trouble right here, you could just go like this, okay? Just like open and close it. Doesn't take a lot, maybe like for a minute. You can just open and close it over and over again, just like that, okay? You can do double at once. You have 2 hands, right? Let's just like that. And that will truly help make it smooth. Because look at this. Remember before at the beginning, it was tough for me to go around that curve? Look at that. Just by opening and closing it over this curve, just like that, I've actually allowed it to be much more smooth. So check this out. Look at that. So it is definitely smoother just by doing it just for that quick, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds to 40 seconds, right? You could do it for up to a minute or even 2 minutes to really be effective with it. So that's the third thing. Just open and close the zipper many times in a row, or zippers if there's more than one zipper handle to use. Lastly is number 4, which is keep the zipper tracks in line when you're opening, or more importantly, closing it. So let's say I open this up, and let's say I wanted to close this. If the zipper tracks are like this, right, it's going to be hard for me to close it smoothly, and that causes the teeth to get bent eventually, right? So you want to make sure that your zipper tracks are lined up nicely. Don't get your fingers in the way of the zipper teeth. Keep your fingers away, but make sure that they're lined up nicely like this, right? You see how smooth that is when they're lined up nicely. So if you're struggling with zipper smoothness, make sure your tracks are lined up nicely together, right? Like that, and then it'll open and close. More importantly, it'll close much smoother, but it'll also open much smoother, because if something is pulling, right? Let's say something's pulling this way, it's hard to open smoothly. It's very rigid, right? So even opening, make sure they're in line, but it will close much more smoothly if your zipper tracks are nicely in line and just lined up properly. That's basically it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.